You're watching Cox Connections only on Cox 11. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, cybersecurity jobs will grow by 37% over the next 10 years. So it's no surprise that a new certificate in cybersecurity is being offered at Thomas Nelson Community College. Here to talk with us about this new program and others for this fall is Thomas Nelson President, Dr. John Dever. Thanks for joining me on the show today.
Gary, it's very good to be here and to talk about Thomas Nelson.
Well, you're doing some great things there, but I have to start. Worms, Trojan horses, hackers, clouds. What are we talking about here?
Well, I think we all know about how important cybersecurity is for us. We've seen it on day-to-day life with the recent incident at Target and other firms. But in our region in particular, with its heavy defense industry, the heavy defense presence, cybersecurity is very, very important. And so the Department of Defense, the local economic development agencies, local industry has been telling us they would like Thomas Nelson to be in this field. We've been working at it through both on the our workforce side and our academic side for the last 3 years. And we've connected with national organizations, we've connected with model curricula, with the standards that need to be met for certifications, and we're ready to start with this new program this fall.
And so when someone completes, staying there for a second, completes this program, will there be additional training required, or could they walk into one of these new positions, these new jobs?
Well, this type of program usually requires both not only the academic side, it requires certifications, and it requires experience. And so when the students come to us, we counsel them and advise them about the mixture that they're going to need to have. It's not just that I took a series of courses.
But it clearly is a huge step.
You've got to have this to move forward, and it leads on to more advanced programming. And we anticipate over the next 2 years moving this up to a full degree program at Thomas Nelson.
Now you have a second program. This is a new Associate of Applied Sciences degree in Technical Studies. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, overall at Thomas Nelson, we seek to be very responsive to the emerging economic and workforce needs of our region. And we're seeing, particularly in advanced manufacturing, strong needs are emerging there, as well as in cybersecurity. So we've been developing a whole series of programs around that, and the most recent one is this industrial technology program. This allows people who are working for firms, manufacturers, or processing firms, to do installation, to do repairing, to do the programming, troubleshooting that's needed for automated systems, both mechanical and electronic.
So you hear at Thomas Nelson, there's a buzzword or a motto: success, it's closer than you think. Mm-hmm. Say more about that.
Well, success has always been a key portion of what our mission is about. We say we change people's lives, and we want to work with them both in terms of their personal growth and development and their career opportunities. And of course, those two things go hand in hand. And we believe that when you come to Thomas Nelson, you come for a purpose. You see education as a pathway towards advancement. And we like to say that you can reach that at Thomas Nelson, both in terms of geographically, we're right there, we're accessible, we're affordable. Our cost is $137 per credit hour, which makes it, in terms of, it's higher than it should be, but it's relatively, it is highly affordable and a true value. So, and we will meet people in terms of whether they want to come to us full-time or part-time, and we'll meet them at any age group that they are. We don't just serve traditional students, but we serve students of all ages at the college.
Yeah, so much easier than you think. Now you, Dr. Dever, Thomas Nelson's, you're the 8th president. Mm-hmm. You were there, you left, and now you're back.
Right.
You've seen a lot of change there in terms of
Yeah.
growth. Talk a little bit about the growth that has been experienced at the school.
Well, I started at the college in 1975 as an instructor of English and was there for 20 years as a faculty member. I left for 16 years, and I've been back now for 3 years as president. And of course, over that time, we've seen tremendous growth at the college and outreach to the community, now serving over 16,000 students a year in our academic programs, an additional 10,000 in our workforce training and services that we have at the institution. So tremendous growth, but I'll just say that we keep true to our core mission. We keep true to excellence in everything that we do and responsiveness to the needs of the community.
It's just it's a wonderful story. We only have about a minute left. There are people listening who clearly are not surprised by what they've heard. Some may be, but both may be saying, how can I, get involved? How can I go back to school? Or how can I help you with this effort to really reach this population of students? So what would you say? Well,
first of all, if you're interested in the college and attending the college, we have our two campuses, the one in Hampton right off I-64 and the historic Triangle campus right outside of Williamsburg. We'd invite anyone to come to the campus. We'll meet you at the front door and we'll talk about what your educational plans are and how we can meet those. Of course, you can see us on our website, tncc.edu. You can call us at 757-825-2700. And if you're interested in supporting the college, please contact me directly.
Is there a foundation that we
could? Oh, yes. We have a wonderful educational foundation that's very, very supportive of the college. And we're working hard on that effort to inform the community about what we do and to show people how they can support us.
Great. Dr. Dever, thank you so much for what you're doing, leading a great institution in our community.
Gary, thank you for inviting me.
The word summer slide may elicit images of a water park, but it actually refers to a program that helps to keep students' reading skills at their peak. We'll hear how the Virginia Beach Public Library in Cox, Virginia is doing just that for local children and teens when we come right back with more Cox Connections.